Mark Zuckerberg is a renowned American computer programmer and internet entrepreneur best known as a co-founder and CEO of Meta Platforms, formerly Facebook, one of the world's largest social media networks. Born on May 14, 1984, in White Plains, New York, Zuckerberg was the youngest of 4 children. He developed an early interest in computers and programming, creating his first software program, a messaging application, at the age of 12. His early interest in technology continued throughout his schooling, where he was recognized for his talent in programming and engineering. Zuckerberg attended Phillips Exeter Academy, an elite boarding school in New Hampshire, where he further honed his skills in programming. It was during his time at Exeter that he met his future business partner, Eduardo Saverin. After graduating from Exeter, Zuckerberg enrolled at Harvard University in 2002, where he pursued a degree in computer science and psychology. At Harvard, Zuckerberg's skills as a programmer and his knowledge of social behavior led to the creation of FaceMash, a website that allowed students to rate each other's attractiveness. Although FaceMash was quickly shut down by the university due to privacy violations, it provided a foundation for his next project. In 2004, while still at Harvard, Zuckerberg, along with his college roommates Andrew McCallum, Eduardo Saverin, Chris Hughes, and Dustin Moskovitz, launched a social networking website called The Facebook. Initially limited to Harvard students, the site quickly gained popularity and expanded to other universities, eventually becoming available to anyone with an email address. In 2005, the company dropped it from its name and became simply Facebook. The platform's rapid growth attracted significant attention and investors, leading to Facebook's official incorporation in 2004 and the eventual rise of Zuckerberg as a prominent figure in the tech world. As Facebook's user base grew, so did its influence. Zuckerberg led the company's expansion into a global social networking platform. By 2007, Facebook became profitable, and in 2012, the company went public with an IPO that raised billions of dollars, making Zuckerberg one of the youngest self-made billionaires in history. Despite the company's success, Zuckerberg faced numerous controversies, including privacy concerns, issues related to fake news, data breaches, and accusations of monopolistic practices. In addition to Facebook's growth, Zuckerberg made several strategic acquisitions to broaden the company's reach and services. In 2012, Facebook acquired Instagram, a popular photo-sharing app, and in 2014, it purchased WhatsApp, a messaging platform with a global user base. These acquisitions helped solidify Facebook's position as a dominant player in the digital communication space. Zuckerberg's influence extended beyond just Facebook. In 2021, he announced that Facebook would rebrand itself as Meta Platforms, shifting the company's focus from being just a social media platform to a broader technology company centered around the development of the metaverse. This vision included virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, technologies, along with the goal of creating immersive digital environments for users to interact in. Throughout his career, Zuckerberg has faced criticism for Facebook's role in spreading misinformation, impacting elections, and violating user privacy. Despite these challenges, he has continued to steer the company forward with a focus on long-term innovations. In his personal life, Zuckerberg is known for his commitment to philanthropy. Along with his wife, Priscilla Chan, he established the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative in 2015, a philanthropic organization aimed at advancing human potential and promoting quality. The initiative focuses on areas such as education, science, and criminal justice reform, and Zuckerberg and Chan have pledged to give away 99% of their wealth over their lifetimes. Zuckerberg has also become known for his involvement in the tech industry's leadership and public discussions on topics such as artificial intelligence, internet regulation, and the future of technology. As of 2025, Zuckerberg remains one of the most influential figures in the tech industry, with Meta continuing to push the boundaries of virtual reality, social media, and digital communication. Throughout his career, Mark Zuckerberg has been a polarizing figure, admired by some for his entrepreneurial success and vision, while criticized by others for controversies surrounding Facebook's handling of data, user privacy, and its societal impact. His story is one of ambition, innovation, and navigating the complex challenges that come with building and maintaining a global tech empire. As Mark Zuckerberg's journey continued, his leadership in the tech industry became increasingly influential. The launch of new products and the evolution of Facebook into a diversified conglomerate marked critical moments in his career. One of the key turning points was the company's shift toward virtual reality (VR) and augmented reality (AR) in the mid-2010s. Recognizing the growing potential of these technologies, Zuckerberg made a bold move in 2014 by acquiring Oculus VR, a company known for its work in virtual reality headsets. This acquisition laid the groundwork for Meta's long-term strategy of becoming a leader in the metaverse, a virtual universe where users could interact, socialize, and work in immersive digital environments. In 2016, Facebook introduced its first Oculus product, the Oculus Rift, a virtual reality headset. Over the years, Zuckerberg and Meta invested heavily in VR technology, continuing to release new iterations of the Oculus line, including the Oculus Quest, which helped bring virtual reality to a wider audience. Zuckerberg's vision for the metaverse was clear. He saw it as the next significant evolution of the Internet, where virtual spaces will become the new platform for social interaction, entertainment, and work. This ambitious vision led to the company's rebranding from Facebook to Meta in 2021, signaling a shift toward building this new virtual future. However, this transition also brought with it new challenges. Despite Zuckerberg's bold investments in VR and the metaverse, Meta faced significant hurdles. The development of the metaverse was more complex and costly than anticipated, and it remained unclear whether the public would embrace the immersive digital world that Zuckerberg envisioned. Critics raised concerns about the practical application of the metaverse, its potential for monopolistic control, and the ethical implications of an all-encompassing digital universe. Moreover, Meta faced continued scrutiny over the privacy and security of its platforms, especially after the Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018, which exposed how Facebook had mishandled user data. This scandal, combined with ongoing concerns over data privacy and misinformation on Facebook, placed Zuckerberg at the center of public debates about the role of social media companies in society. Despite these challenges, Zuckerberg remained determined to push forward with his long-term vision, emphasizing that the metaverse represented the future of digital interaction. He frequently spoke about how the metaverse could revolutionize sectors such as education, healthcare, and business by providing new, immersive ways to collaborate and communicate. Zuckerberg's enthusiasm for the potential of the metaverse led him to double down on investments in related technologies, including artificial life. As his vision for the metaverse takes shape, or faces limitations, Mark Zuckerberg's legacy will undoubtedly be defined by the choices he makes in navigating the crossroad between the virtual and real worlds. In the end, Mark Zuckerberg's biography is not just about a tech mogul's rise to the top, but a reflection of how one individual's decisions can alter the trajectory of the digital age. From social media to virtual reality, Zuckerberg has shown a willingness to take significant risks, create groundbreaking technologies, and face public scrutiny head-on. Whether history ultimately remembers him as a visionary or a controversial figure, his impact on the tech industry and society at large will be felt for generations to come. As Mark Zuckerberg's journey in technology continues to unfold, it is clear that his role in shaping the future of the Internet and human interaction is far from over. His leadership at Meta, particularly in guiding the company toward building the metaverse, is a bold move that underscores his commitment to reimagining digital spaces. As Zuckerberg navigates both the technological and societal challenges that come with his ambitious vision, it will likely continue to have profound implications for how we interact with technology, our online identities, and even the way we work and socialize in the future. In terms of Meta's long-term prospects, the focus on the metaverse is both a point of optimism and risk. While Meta is investing heavily in virtual and augmented reality, as well as AI, the company is still in the early stages of what could be a decades-long journey toward a fully realized digital universe. Much of the debate surrounding the metaverse revolves around whether it will truly take off in the way Zuckerberg imagines it, becoming an integral part of daily life, much like smartphones and social media are today. If successful, it could redefine how we perceive and interact with the world around us. If it fails to gain traction, however, it could result in significant financial and reputational setbacks for Meta. The critical question surrounding the metaverse future is its accessibility. Virtual reality remains a relatively niche market, and for the metaverse to be widely adopted, it needs to be accessible to a broader audience. The cost of VR headsets, the complexity of using immersive technology, and the availability of compelling content are key factors that will determine the metaverse success. Zuckerberg's ability to foster an ecosystem that makes the metaverse an attractive option for users, whether for socializing, working, or entertainment, will be pivotal in determining whether it becomes a dominant force in the digital world. As Meta pushes forward, Zuckerberg's public persona remains a focal point of scrutiny. The controversies surrounding Facebook's handling of user data, political content, and misinformation continue to haunt the company, despite efforts to address these issues through increased transparency and stricter content moderation policies. The challenge of ensuring the safety and security of billions of users while promoting innovation remains a delicate balance for Zuckerberg. His decisions regarding Meta's approach to privacy, data collection, and content regulation will continue to influence how the company is perceived by the public, regulators, and lawmakers. Zuckerberg's personal values and commitments also shape his leadership and the direction of Meta. His dedication to philanthropy through the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative is one example of how his vision extends beyond technology. Through this initiative, he and his wife, Priscilla Chan, have worked on tackling global issues such as disease eradication, education reform, and advancing scientific research. These efforts reflect a deeper desire to use his wealth and influence to leave a positive legacy, addressing some of the world's most pressing problems. Zuckerberg has often articulated that his focus on long-term goals, whether through Meta or his philanthropic work, is driven by a desire to make a lasting impact on society and future generations. However, as Meta transitions into a tech giant focus on the metaverse, its success will not only depend on Zuckerberg's technical vision but also on how the company addresses broader societal issues, such as inclusivity, mental health, and user well-being in virtual spaces. There are already concerns about the psychological and emotional impact of prolonged use of immersive virtual environments. Critics argue that the metaverse could lead to greater isolation, addiction, or even exacerbate existing mental health issues, particularly among young users. Zuckerberg will need to ensure that Meta's products not only deliver on technological innovation, but also foster a healthy and responsible digital environment. The scrutiny surrounding the role of big tech in modern life also means that Zuckerberg must navigate an increasingly polarized political landscape. As Meta becomes an even larger entity in global technology, questions about its influence on democracy, elections, and societal values will only intensify. Zuckerberg's ability to respond to political pressure and effectively balance Meta's business interests with the public good will play a significant role in shaping his legacy. Looking beyond the metaverse, Zuckerberg's continued involvement in AI development will likely shape the next frontier of digital innovation. AI is already a central component of Meta's platforms, from content curation to personalized advertising. In the future, AI could also play a pivotal role in virtual spaces, enabling more intelligent avatars, immersive experiences, and the development of new technologies that redefine how we interact online. As AI technologies continue to evolve, Zuckerberg will need to navigate both the promise and the ethical challenges of AI, especially in areas such as bias, privacy, and accountability. Ultimately, Zuckerberg's legacy will be defined by his ability to influence the digital world, whether through Meta's social media empire, its push into virtual reality, or its groundbreaking work in AI. His ambition to create a new digital reality, one where the physical and virtual worlds coexist more seamlessly, is a vision that could transform not only how we communicate but also how we work, learn, and experience the world. As Zuckerberg faces both monumental opportunities and significant challenges, his ability to adapt, innovate, and take responsibility for his company's actions will determine whether he is remembered as a visionary leader or as a controversial figure in the annals of tech history. Mark Zuckerberg's story is a complex one, marked by both tremendous success and significant setbacks. Whether shaping the future of social media, pioneering virtual spaces, or advancing philanthropic efforts, his influence on the world of technology is undeniable. As Meta moves toward its ambitious vision for the metaverse, Zuckerberg's leadership will continue to be scrutinized, and the decisions he makes in the coming years could have profound implications for both the digital and physical worlds. What remains clear is that Mark Zuckerberg's legacy will continue to evolve, and his role in the ongoing digital revolution will be a subject of immense interest for years to come. Zuckerberg's dedication to these causes is reflected in his public statements and actions. In 2020, He announced a significant investment in the Chan Zuckerberg BioHub, a research collaboration aimed at accelerating the development of new treatments for diseases such as cancer, HIV, and neurodegenerative conditions. The initiative has drawn praise for its ambitious goals and its focus on tackling some of the most pressing health challenges of our time. As the world continues to change and digital technology evolves, Mark Zuckerberg's legacy is likely to be shaped by his ability to adapt to new challenges and his willingness to take risks. His long-term vision for the metaverse, along with his influence on the development of AI, virtual reality, and digital communication, will likely have far-reaching implications for the future of technology. Whether or not Zuckerberg's ambitious dreams for the metaverse and other innovations come to fruition, one thing is clear. He has already left an indelible mark on the tech industry, and his role in shaping the future of digital communication in virtual spaces will be a defining aspect of his legacy. As Meta continues to innovate and expand, Zuckerberg's ability to navigate the regulatory, ethical, and technological challenges ahead will determine the long-term impact of his vision. His continued leadership in one of the world's most powerful technology companies ensures that his influence will persist for many years to come. Whether viewed as a visionary or a controversial figure, Mark Zuckerberg's journey is one that will be studied and debated for decades, as his decisions continue to shape the digital landscape and the way society interacts with technology. As Mark Zuckerberg's career progresses, the future of Meta and his vision for the metaverse remains central to his goals. As of 2025, his leadership of Meta has evolved in response to both the changing digital landscape and the challenges that come with heading one of the largest tech companies in the world. While the company continues to focus on the long-term development of virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, technologies, Zuckerberg has also had to face a rapidly changing regulatory environment that scrutinizes Meta's influence and practices more than ever before. Zuckerberg has often defended Meta's role in the digital world, arguing that its platforms provide a space for global connection and a diverse range of content. However, as government regulators in multiple countries grow more concerned about Meta's dominance in the tech space, especially after Meta's acquisitions of Instagram and WhatsApp, the company is facing increasing pressure to abide by stricter privacy laws and break up potential monopolies. This has led Zuckerberg to advocate for more thoughtful and effective regulation of big tech, arguing that while Meta should be held accountable, overreaching regulation could stifle innovation and harm users. At the same time, Zuckerberg's pivot toward AI and the metaverse is deeply intertwined with the broader digital transformation that many tech companies are undergoing. The shift from a mobile-first, app-centric world to an immersive, interconnected digital space represents a seismic shift in the Internet's evolution. For Zuckerberg, this shift is not just about the technical aspects of VR and AR, but about creating a new form of digital interaction, one that transcends traditional social media. With the metaverse, Zuckerberg envisions an environment where work, socializing, entertainment, and even education can take place in virtual spaces that feel as tangible as the real world. Yet, the success of these ambitions is far from guaranteed. While Meta's investments in the Oculus line of products have been foundational, VR adoption is still not as widespread as Zuckerberg had hoped. The costs associated with VR headsets and the lack of truly compelling, universally accessible applications for the technology have hampered widespread consumer adoption. Critics question whether the public will embrace a completely immersive digital space when the existing, more conventional social media platforms are already entrenched in daily life. Meta faces a challenge of proving that the metaverse is not just a technological novelty but something that people want to use regularly, beyond gaming and niche experiences. Zuckerberg's long-term vision has also been affected by concerns about the environmental impact of developing such technologies. As Meta invests heavily in data centers, AR or VR hardware, and AI-powered systems, questions surrounding energy consumption, the environmental costs of running massive virtual worlds, and the sustainability of such infrastructure have become increasingly important. Zuckerberg has publicly committed to sustainability in Meta's operations, with the company making strides in renewable energy and carbon neutrality. Nevertheless, achieving sustainability in the face of large-scale tech development, particularly with a shift toward the power-intensive metaverse, remains an ongoing challenge. Moreover, Meta's continued dominance in social media platforms has led to questions about its role in shaping public discourse. Despite the company's efforts to reduce misinformation and harmful content, Facebook and Instagram still face significant challenges in curbing the spread of fake news, hate speech, and divisive political content. Zuckerberg has testified before governments and regulators to answer questions about Meta's responsibility in the broader societal issues caused by social media. However, many still believe that the company's algorithms, designed to maximize user engagement, continue to exacerbate issues like political polarization and misinformation. Zuckerberg's ability to balance business interests with the responsibility of ensuring safe and positive online communities remains a defining issue of his tenure. Another aspect of Zuckerberg's ongoing legacy is his approach to corporate governance. He has been a vocal proponent of maintaining control over Meta's direction and has kept a significant degree of voting power within the company, a decision that has drawn both praise and criticism. On one hand, it allows Zuckerberg to maintain a clear vision for Meta's future without external pressures swaying his decisions. On the other hand, critics argue that this control has made the company less accountable to shareholders and has led to questions about the concentration of power in the hands of one individual. Despite these complexities, Zuckerberg remains determined to push forward, driven by a belief that technology, if used responsibly, can improve people's lives and create new opportunities. His passion for advancing new forms of communication, work, and connection in the metaverse and through AI is something he continues to pursue with fervor, even as Meta's reputation faces constant challenges. Zuckerberg's ability to innovate, along with his relentless focus on long-term goals, ensures that he will remain a central figure in the tech industry for years to come. Looking ahead, Mark Zuckerberg's influence in the tech world will likely continue to expand as the metaverse and AI technologies evolve. Whether Meta ultimately succeeds in bringing about a new era of virtual interconnectedness or faces setbacks in its efforts, Zuckerberg's name will be associated with one of the most transformative periods in the history of the Internet. His leadership has sparked debates about privacy, innovation, responsibility, and the power of tech companies to shape modern intelligence, AI, which would power much of the metaverse experience. In terms of personal life, Mark Zuckerberg has been a relatively private figure, especially compared to other tech moguls. His marriage to Priscilla Chan, whom he met while at Harvard, was a notable aspect of his public life. The couple married in 2012 and have since become highly involved in philanthropy, especially through the Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative. They have 2 daughters, Maxima, Max, and August, and Zuckerberg has often spoken about his desire to create a better world for them. The couple's philanthropic efforts, particularly in the areas of education, health, and social justice, have been central to Zuckerberg's legacy outside of his business ventures. The Chan-Zuckerberg Initiative has pledged billions of dollars to tackle major global challenges such as eradicating disease, advancing personalized learning, and reforming criminal justice systems. Zuckerberg's vision for the future has not been without controversy. His aggressive stance on building Meta into a dominant force in the tech industry has led to increasing regulatory scrutiny from governments around the world. Meta has faced investigations into potential antitrust violations, with concerns raised about its acquisitions of rival companies like Instagram and WhatsApp. Governments have also expressed growing concerns over the influence of social media on democratic processes, with Facebook accused of enabling misinformation, political polarization, and harmful content. In response to these criticisms, Zuckerberg has repeatedly emphasized his commitment to improving transparency and accountability on his platforms, but the challenge of balancing innovation with regulation remains an ongoing issue. Through all of this, Zuckerberg's leadership style has been characterized by a strong focus on long-term vision and growth, with an emphasis on experimentation and risk-taking. While some critics argue that his ambitious projects, like the metaverse, are unrealistic or premature, Zuckerberg supporters point to his ability to transform Facebook into a global powerhouse and revolutionize digital communication. As of 2025, Zuckerberg's influence over the digital world remains undeniable, but his legacy is still being shaped by the ongoing transformation of Meta into a technology company focused on the future of human interaction in virtual spaces. Zuckerberg's journey from a Harvard student with a simple idea for a social networking site to a billionaire tech entrepreneur at the helm of Meta Platforms is a story of vision, perseverance, and adaptation. His ability to navigate the ever-changing tech landscape while pushing the boundaries of digital communication and virtual reality has positioned him as one of the most influential figures in modern history. While his journey has been marked by both tremendous successes and significant controversies, Zuckerberg's impact on the tech industry, society, and the way people connect online is undeniable, and his continued efforts to shape the future of the Internet will likely define his legacy for years to come. As Mark Zuckerberg continues to navigate the complexities of leading Meta, his approach to technology and society has remained a topic of intense scrutiny and debate. His relentless focus on the metaverse, which he believed could be the next frontier of human interaction, is shaping the direction of Meta's products and services. While Meta has made significant strides in developing virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, platforms, the company has also faced challenges in making the metaverse a commercially viable and widely adopted concept. Many question whether consumers are ready for such a drastic shift, with virtual reality being a relatively niche market compared to more established platforms like social media. One of Zuckerberg's most notable qualities has been his ability to pivot. The move from Facebook, a social media platform, to Meta, a metaverse-focused tech conglomerate, represents a massive transformation. He has bet heavily on technologies such as VR headsets, artificial intelligence, AI, and immersive virtual environments, seeing them as a key components to future digital engagement. Despite the skepticism surrounding this shift, Zuckerberg has continued to advocate for the potential of the metaverse to not only enhance how people interact socially, but also revolutionize industries such as healthcare, entertainment, and education. Meta's substantial investments in AI have also played a central role in this transformation. AI is a crucial component for the metaverse, as it allows the creation of intelligent avatars, virtual environments, and even content moderation tools. Zuckerberg has emphasized that AI will not only power the metaverse, but also help Meta maintain its dominance in areas such as content recommendations, facial recognition, and advertising. However, with his focus on AI, Zuckerberg and Meta have faced growing concerns over privacy, data security, and the ethical implications of AI technology. Critics have questioned how Meta plans to handle sensitive user data and whether AI can be harnessed responsibly without exacerbating issues like misinformation, bias, and surveillance. Throughout his career, Zuckerberg has encountered criticism from various quarters. In addition to the aforementioned privacy concerns and monopolistic practices, he has also faced accusations of not doing enough to combat hate speech, misinformation, and political manipulation on his platforms. The Cambridge Analytica scandal, in which Facebook was used to harvest the personal data of millions of users without their consent, remains one of the most significant blows to Zuckerberg's public image. In response to such criticisms, Zuckerberg has publicly committed to making Facebook more transparent, improving user safety, and addressing the spread of harmful content. However, these efforts have been met with mixed results, with some arguing that the company's business model still relies heavily on user engagement, often at the expense of user welfare. Despite the controversies, Zuckerberg's leadership has been marked by a vision that extends far beyond the present. His ambitions for Meta and the metaverse are grounded in his belief that digital spaces will one day be the primary way people interact, work, and live. Zuckerberg has often stated that his ultimate goal is to build a more connected world where physical limitations are overcome by immersive digital experiences. This vision includes not only social interaction, but also the possibility for virtual workplaces, educational platforms, and healthcare systems that operate in the metaverse. Whether or not this vision will come to fruition in the ways Zuckerberg envisions remains uncertain, but his focus on innovation and technological disruption continues to define his leadership style. On a more personal level, Zuckerberg has demonstrated a commitment to philanthropy, often citing his desire to create a better world for future generations. Through the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, which he co-founded with his wife Priscilla Chan, Zuckerberg has invested billions of dollars into causes related to global health, education reform, and social justice. In 2015, the couple pledged to give away 99% of their wealth over their lifetime. The initiative has focused on advancing scientific research, improving education, and advocating for criminal justice reform, particularly in areas such as reducing inequality and addressing systemic issues.